Hello everyone, Paul Rogers here. Today is February the 6th, 2018. I want to talk a little bit about the Senate hearings that are going to happen today, as well as look at things from a technical standpoint. Now, we're looking at Bitcoin to US dollar on the daily. And first off, there's something significant that's happening that hasn't happened in a while. That's that you can actually see that we did touch the 30 RSI. And this happened yesterday sometime. And it's been confirmed that it's definitely Bitcoin's definitely oversold, and every time in the past that Bitcoin has touched this 30 RSI, things have looked gloomy, and then things have recovered. The last couple times you see right here, quite gloomy, nice recovery, gloomy, nice recovery, gloomy. Didn't quite touch on this one though. This one, this last period, definitely touched. So by all indications, we're at a good spot to buy more Bitcoin. I was hoping that Bitcoin would hold up in this previous trend channel. It looks like it might. It looks like it had a breakout, but it could be what's called a fake out, meaning that it broke out but then retraced all the way back up. I would like to see Bitcoin consolidate in this upward trend channel for some time before having enough strength to break out. That's what I'd like to see out of Bitcoin, and I think that would be very healthy. To not have Bitcoin just have this huge V-shaped recovery, I don't think that's in the cards. But what I do see is that I think that Bitcoin could re-enter this trend channel right here, which it looks like it's trying to do, and hang out here for a little bit to consolidate, and then work on having an upwards breakout. But this whole process is probably going to take a few months. We're not going to be at all-time highs in March. At least not in terms of Bitcoin. Ethereum, I mean, who knows? Could be. But Bitcoin is going to take a little bit of time to recover from this. So, speaking of Ethereum, Ethereum's didn't quite reach my this $500 target. It got close. Got to around, it looks like 560-ish. And it looks to be recovering a little bit with Bitcoin. I would like to see Ethereum get past this previous low right here and head towards $1,000. Not sure if that's going to happen for sure, but we can at least hope for that to happen. So what about this Senate hearing? I think this is China's thrown its worst at Bitcoin. India has thrown its worst at Bitcoin. And now it's the US's turn. And I mean, there's two outcomes. It could be very well possible that the Senate hearings will actually help drive the price up of cryptocurrencies if they're going to draft some kind of regulation that allows cryptocurrency brokers and investors and people developing the technologies related to blockchain or distributed ledger. If there's regulatory framework for that, big-time investors will feel more comfortable in investing in digital assets. As of right now, because there isn't much, if any, digital framework in the United States, things are just too left up in the open, and they don't want to put serious money behind it. Not right now. There has been a lot of FUD recently, and I think it's to drive the price down in order to buy it up cheaper, but this is kind of it. Today we're going to find out if there is going to be regulatory framework presented by the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, and that's going to be huge. If they put something forth that's reasonable, not what some like very oppressive country like China's doing. Obviously, that would be horrible. But if they actually are looking to develop this technology, let people have the United States be a leader in distributed ledger technologies, then they're going to make something kind of similar to what I would imagine South Korea did, where it's fine to invest, but they want to know over a certain amount who's investing. That's kind of to where investments through exchanges becomes rather similar to banking, where it's kind of know your customer, having lower limits if you're not verified, or maybe you can't even deposit any cryptocurrencies in exchange unless you're verified to some degree. And those things are a little bit of a pain, but guess what? There's ways around those. If you don't want to go to a centralized exchange, you can always use a decentralized exchange like BitShares. And you can use BitShares and trade anonymously. That's fine. So I view this as a very positive thing, and I think there could be a surprisingly strong rebound if the regulatory framework is viewed as favorable and big players. That's the one X factor that they don't want to deal with. They don't want to deal with the possibility of an all-out ban. That scares everyone involved in the space. So if there's going to be something, I mean, Japan would like a regulatory system like Japan would be excellent. That would be kind of, in my opinion, best case scenario, where Bitcoin is legal tender. You know, it's very, very easy for companies to accept Bitcoin for payments. That's great. Japan's going to be a leader in the space because of that. If the United States takes a similar route, I see a really nice rally coming for cryptocurrencies in general. And I mean, maybe cryptocurrencies isn't even the right word. Maybe digital assets is more appropriate. Don't get caught up in all this fear that's happening. I know it's hard to stomach what's happening to your portfolios. I mean, I look at my portfolio, I'm down over 50% from the all-time highs, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because I understood that going into the space, that things are volatile. And I already had a plan, a long-term plan in place, that if prices drop 60, 70, 80%, I'm holding. I mean, when prices are up, I sell a little bit into strength. I go and I sell a little bit of my crypto. I don't take too much out because we're still in the early stages of crypto, but I take out some profits here and there. When prices are down like this, I don't sell anything. I sell nothing. I'm not going to let people that could be responsible for creating a lot of this fear, uncertainty, doubt. I'm not going to give them the satisfaction of buying my cryptocurrencies on the cheap. No way. Some other people can do that, not me. I'm going to hold, and yeah, that's not what I'm about, is rewarding people that are creating a lot of FUD by selling my cryptocurrency, my hard-earned cryptocurrency cheap. So I will be making another video today talking about what happens with the SEC. Hopefully it's going to be a very positive video. It would be so nice if it was something adopted similar to what Japan did. And it would be so great if United States, Japan, and Europe led the way for cryptocurrencies and let the countries that are all about controlling their population, like China and India and parts of South America, and let them ban things, let them try to make it, control their population in that way, and the rest of the world will the free countries of the world will create more wealth, create more innovation, and the oppressed places, unfortunately, will remain depressed and won't get all the benefits that have to do with this new financial and technological sector. That is cryptocurrencies or digital assets, whatever term you prefer. Anyhow, stay strong, guys. Do not sell. The end of this pain is very, very close. It's true Bitcoin could head down to like 3,000 or something, but it would take something pretty negative happening today for that to happen. I personally, I've been saying this for a while though. I called the bottom maybe like 3 or 4 days ago, around, I think, when Bitcoin got to around 8,000, and it went all the way down to 6,000. So missed the bottom a little bit on that one, but it's hard catching a falling knife, and I think we might be there, guys. Anyhow, Paul Rogers out.